You need to at least give yourself first aid. That's what I call it. I call it first aid treatment. First aid treatment. Know what is even the cause of this problem. Hello girls, welcome here. I'm so excited to be here again. I mean, it's been from one activity to the other. You know how, you're done from camp and you just say like, I need to just rest. I just need to sleep. But sometimes you need to just sleep a little and then get back to work. So yes, I already resumed and I'm doing well to the glory of God. In fact, it's been, well, we're beginning to prepare for the Girls Hub 2026. Are you ready? Welcome to the heart-to-heart conversations with Auntie Etima and her girls. Again, I say, it was super heartwarming and amazing and wonderful to meet every single one of you that I got the privilege of hugging, holding, gisting, smiling, playing, praying with, and even dragging on camp. I cannot wait to do that over and over again with you. So those of you that have still not learned how to subscribe, I want to teach you today. Just go up. You see that sign up there? Just click subscribe and look notification so that every Friday you get notified that we're here. I also had the privilege of hosting the show in Port Harcourt, yes, with some of my girls there. Don't worry, we're going to drop that as a special edition one of these days. Maybe this month, maybe next month, but before the end of the year, you should see some of your Queen sisters hosting the show, and it was really wonderful to see them mimic me. I was just like, come on, what's going on here? Okay, girls, so today we're going to talk about academics. In the month of September, because most of us are going back to school. Some of us have already started, but the rest of us are just starting. And together, all of us are going to understand what I'm saying. And what we're talking about today is stress, academic stress. I've been getting calls, I've been getting messages and emails, and I want to say well done to you. Thank you so much for sharing. Just today, someone sent me an email and said, Auntie Etima, I need to talk to you about something that's happening with me in school. I'm stressed. And I'm like, she's like, can you help me? I said, what am I doing with my daylight? Girls, what am I doing with my daylight if not to help you? If not to give you advice? And if not to support you? You know now, I'm always here for you, right? Somebody give a shout out to Queen Mother in the comments. Okay, so how do we turn our academic stress into a strength? Because the pressure and the stress that you feel is not your enemy. Some of us feel like, oh, I don't need any stress in my life. It's not possible, my darling. I will never deceive you. You know it. I am here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. In life, as long as you are breathing, you must go through some form of pressure, struggle, trial, stress, temptation, whatever you want to call it, but just so that sometimes you will not be okay. Academic stress could come from things like homework, back-to-back tests, exams at the end of the term or the year, projects, especially when you have team members that are not even cooperating. It could be a lot of burden, but I need you to know that if you learn how to manage your academic stress well, it can actually make you stronger, sharper, and more confident. It will even make you more excellent in your academics. So here are 5 things to do. 5 ways to practically turn your strength in your academics into strength. Yes, 5 ways to turn academic stress into strength. Number 1 is understand the stress. Ask yourself, why am I feeling so stressed? What is causing the stress? Is it that the homework is too much? Is it that I'm afraid of failure? Is it that I don't have enough time? I'm not managing my time well, so I'm like behind schedule and all that. If you don't name your stress, how then can you control it? How then can you deal with it? How then can you help yourself? Because sometimes really, you are on your own. You get it? Like, I cannot come and help you in your school. Your parents cannot leave their work at home and come and help you. So you need to at least give yourself first aid. That's what I call it. I call it first aid treatment. first aid treatment. Know what is even the cause of this problem. Some of us, it's too much of gisting. Gisting, you gist, your work is piling up. Okay. The next one is, can you start breaking down your task into small steps? So yes, you have this large project. Maybe they tell you that, oh, you're supposed to plant a flower, they're supposed to do this, and you're supposed to get 10 other flowers, and you're supposed to... The assignment is assignmenting, like we say in Nigeria. It's so much. The book they ask you to read, it's like this, and it's not even your favorite subject, so you even have a problem with that subject. And then they're now giving one big mighty book. Can you start breaking it down into smaller steps? You know, in the Girls Hub, and by the way, shout out to my queen daughters. Are you in the building? That means that you're there now. Say queen daughter right here. Shout out to you, my darlings. I usually say to them, for you to finish your book of the month, you must read how many pages? Girls, I need you to write it in the comments. If you are a queen daughter indeed, if you're not an adopted queen daughter or a stranger queen daughter, you will know this thing I'm saying now. How many pages do I tell you people to read every day? I'm sure someone has gotten it. 3. Why did I do that? Because I found out that girls were struggling with reading. I also used to struggle with reading. I can't even lie. This is my moment of truth. When I'm like, how are we going to read 260 pages of a book? Yes, the book is going to go, but how am I going to start? I now discover that if I break it down and I read at least 3 pages every day, I would finish that book before the end of the month. Because most times, by the time I get to the middle and towards the end, I've gained momentum and I can increase it to 5-7 pages. But for now, break it down. So if you have 7 homeworks, tell yourself, can I do 2 every day? By the end of the week, you are done. Instead of dodging it or running away from it, this thing will stay there as a stress. All right, so make sure you break it into manageable parts, which is why I say to you, every day read. When I was in school, and this is another confession moment, I hereby confess, I used to like to wait until it's time for exams. Hey! I'll start. I'll put my leg in water. I'll drink coffee. I'll burn the candle. I'll do this one. I'll have my bath in the middle of the night 10 times so that I will not sleep, so that I will finish all my work. Why? That was why I was always stressed. Always stressed in school. In the morning, I'll start feeling sleepy and tired because I was not able to break it down. Nobody taught me. And so, yes, another shout out to Queen Mother for teaching you what you need to do early and before it's too late. So break it down. Begin to do this, your task, academic task, in little bits so that you don't get overwhelmed. Number 3, use that stress as a motivation. I noticed something about myself. Should I tell you? Up closer. When I'm under stress, for example, my 15 in 1 books, I had 5. The 5 were actually ready early. I started the 5 early. I was waiting for my little girls, and it was like stories. So that was just like whatever, very easy. But the other 10, oh my God. Hey, I broke it into manageable tasks. I was still not meeting up. Immediately the set dates for lunch was set. Immediately that day was set. My brain just moved into action. So one thing you have to understand is that stress could give your brain a wake-up call. Yeah. When my brain realized that you don't have a choice, you need to put all these things together. That nervous energy to focus on action. I cut off every distraction. You see me? Hey, that period, I was not everywhere at every time. I was not available at the moment for gisting. Yes, that was me. I was never available. I cut off everything and I just focused seriously on my work. Did I meet up? Of course I did. I met up. So instead of panicking, instead of worrying, instead of throwing a tantrum, instead of whining, can you please convert that into a must-do list? channel that energy into studying and organizing your task and doing your task and carrying out your task. Channel it well. So at this point in time, I have a series of work that I have on my table before the year runs out. Remember, we're preparing for 2026, the Girls Hub. And yes, this is a special shout out to every girl that is joining the Girls Hub. If you are not joining the Girls Hub, this shout out is not for you. But I know you are joining. So yeah, shout out to you. I call you my queen daughter in waiting. You are waiting to be my queen daughter, and I cannot wait to be your queen mother. So I'm preparing for you already. Instead of me to sit down and say, hey, I'm supposed to get Empower Girl Journal, Empower Girl Devotional. And this year, guess what? Guess what? We're having 2 sets of journals. Little girl, big girls. We're having 2 sets of devotional. Little girl, big girl. So nobody's going to tell me I don't understand what they are saying or it's too childish. Everybody, you're going to have your journal. Another shout out for Queen Mother. Do you see the kind of work I have? I have a lot of work. Trust me, it's not easy doing any of these things. But I've told myself, whining will not change anything. Crying will not change anything. Struggling will not change anything. What will change it is when you are doing it and you are ticking your boxes. So there you go. Number 4, practice healthy coping habits. For example, exercise. Those of you that say, I'm slim, I'm just slim. I don't need to do exercise. Exercise is not just for weight loss. Exercise is also for brain health. When you are sitting down too much, when you're not mobile, you're not moving, your brain will just be keeping all the stress. I used to love to go to the gym because when I go to the gym after a long day, all that pressure is let out. So why not? Don't dodge game time in school. So those of you, yes, I can see you. Yes, you. Yes, you know I'm talking to. When it's time for sport, you are at the back. You are malingering. I'm having a headache. My throat is paining me. My hair on my body is scratching me. You will not go and do exercise. You're going to keep being under academic stress. Then you have deep breathing. Let's go together. Want to go deep, breathe in, out. Slowly. You breathe in, take it. You can even count 1 to 5. Hold it there, 1 to 5, then release it 1 to 5. 5, 5, 5. And you are good. Then there's journaling. Then there's dancing. Then there's singing. Then there's good conversations. For me, that's one of the ways I cope when I'm stressed. I go and have a beautiful, I don't gossip. Tatafo, aka snitching, backbiting, backstabbing. I don't do all those things. I have rich conversations that always turns into something productive. I can boldly boast about it. So it's a way of me coping. When I'm stressed, I just call my best friend and say, please, I'm coming, coming to do sleepover. Myself and my husband will go, they'll spoil us, serve us, cook for us. We'll have good gist, come back with ideas, inspiration, and then boom, we continue. For you in school, find something that works. Those of you that are Christians, stop dodging fellowship. Go to fellowship, sing, dance. You see that heavy stress leave you. Stop lying down in your blanket. I'm not feeling fine. Now you're feeling well. In Jesus' name, you are healed. Wake up and go and do these things so that you can be relieved. That's the word. Finally, reflect and celebrate. Be grateful. Somebody say, for what? That test, even if you got 6/10, jump, celebrate, thank God. Hey, you read. Hey, you suffered. Oh, you struggled. No problem. Celebrate the one that has come. Be happy, rejoice. Because guess what? It's not just about your grades. It's not just about your scores. It's not just about awards. It's about the fact that you are learning and you are growing. That's what matters. So you have to learn to celebrate small wins. And I call it small, big wins, because there's no win that's really small. Every small win, so-called small win, can become the greatest of all achievements in your life. So please, stop competing with other people. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Just focus on your journey and rejoice every time you complete a task. Every time you improve a study skill. Every time you stay calm under pressure, every time you are consistent, can you just take time and celebrate? Yes, it is worthy of celebration. Finally, I want you to know that stress does not kill. Stress will not kill. Stress can kill actually at old age, not you. You are young and agile, you cannot die. However, stress can strengthen you. That's my point. Stress doesn't have to break you. Yeah, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to kill you. It doesn't have to shut you down. It doesn't even have to sink you. It can push you to discover your strength. It can push you to grow stronger, to grow smarter. It can make you more, it can increase your worth. You know, I always say that self-esteem is your price tag. So if your price had $200,000 on it, after overcoming stress, it can go up to 400. And like I said at the beginning, you can't avoid stress. However, you can convert stress and you can take advantage of stress. Okay? Thank you so much, girls. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I did too. And I am waiting for your testimonies. I've not been getting emails from you girls. What's happening? What's popping? Yeah. Our email is thegirlshubglobal@gmail.com. Thegirlshubglobal@gmail.com. Send in emails to us. And maybe we should open an email especially for the heart-to-heart conversations. You agree, right? So that you can send in your questions. You can send in your, what's it called now? You can send in your maybe topics you want to hear about. More highlights. Maybe I mentioned something and you want it expanded. You can send all that. We're going to open heart-to-heart conversations for girls. That should be the email address. But I'll send it to you all as soon as it's ready. We'll put it up and then everybody can get ahead and start sending in those questions that are bothering you. All right, girls. Thank you. And please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share. Do it now. Just right now. See you. Bye. Love you.